Hey guys, if you have ever driven on a long, dark road at night, you know the feeling. The streetlights blurring into streaks of light, the deep silence in the car broken only by the hum of the engine and your own thoughts. But have you ever seen someone on the side of that road? A lone figure, just standing there with their thumb out. Tonight, we're talking about one of those figures. A phantom who has been hitchhiking on the same stretch of road for over 80 years. And she's not looking for a ride, she's looking for her way back. Before we get behind the wheel of this story, hit that like button if you've ever felt like you were being watched while driving alone. And in the comments, tell me about the strangest thing you've ever seen on a late night drive. Now, buckle up, because this is a story with no destination.
The rain is coming down in sheets, a cold drumming rhythm on the roof of your car. The headlights barely cut through the dark, and the road ahead is a slick black ribbon. You're driving down Archer Avenue in Chicago, a long, winding road known for its history and its legends. The wipers swipe back and forth, a hypnotic metronome against the nervous pulse in your own chest. You've been driving for hours, and you're just trying to get home. Then you see her, standing in the rain, on the side of the road. A woman in a thin white dress, shivering. Her long blonde hair is matted with rain, and she's clutching her arms to her chest. She doesn't look like she's from this time. Her dress, a simple party gown, is a relic from a different era. You feel a pang of pity, mixed with a chilling sense of dread. You pull over, the tires hissing on the wet asphalt. The passenger window rolls down with a low moan.
She doesn't say a word. Her eyes, wide and blue, are filled with a sorrow so deep it feels like an anchor in your gut. She just points down the road, her hand a pale ghost in the dark. As you drive, the air in the car grows colder. You try to make small talk, but she just stares ahead, her face a porcelain mask of grief. The car fills with the scent of perfume and wet wool. You pass the entrance to a cemetery, Resurrection Cemetery. She turns to look at you, her face expressionless. "This is it," she whispers, her voice like wind chimes on a cold night. You turn to look at the cemetery gates, and then, a second later, you turn back. She's gone. The passenger seat is empty. The car smells like nothing but old dust, and the gate to Resurrection Cemetery is just ahead. The iron bars looming like a grim punctuation mark at the end of a very strange sentence. You're left with a cold car, an empty seat, and a terrifying realization. You just gave a ride to a ghost.
All right, everyone, take a deep breath. Let's be real, this story is a classic urban legend, one that has been told and retold by countless people over the years. But the sheer number of first-hand accounts and the consistent details across decades make it one of the most compelling paranormal stories in America. I'm not saying this is a factual guide to ghost hunting. I'm saying this is a masterclass in folklore. If you're a fan of these kinds of stories, make sure you share this video with a friend. And if you've ever seen something strange on the road, you know what to do.
Resurrection Mary is basically the ghost version of that friend who always needs a ride but never helps with gas money. But seriously, her story is a relic of a different time. Imagine a ghost who has been haunting the same stretch of road for over 80 years. That's a level of dedication you just don't see anymore. She's the ultimate commitment phobe, forever a phantom hitchhiker who can't seem to settle down.
In an age of Uber and Google Maps, the idea of a ghost hitchhiker feels almost quaint. We have a GPS to tell us exactly where to go, but back then, a ride was a big deal. For Resurrection Mary, that last car ride was so important, so filled with longing and tragedy that she's been trying to finish it ever since. The sheer simplicity of her goal, to get home, is what makes her so haunting. There's no grand evil plan, no motive beyond eternal loneliness. The legend of Resurrection Mary has been a staple of Chicago folklore since at least the 1930s. The story goes that a young woman, believed to be named Mary Bergovie, was at the Willowbrook Ballroom in the winter of 1934. She got into a terrible fight with her boyfriend and stormed out, choosing to walk home in the cold. Along the way, she was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver. Her body was taken to the nearby Resurrection Cemetery, where she was buried in her favorite white dress. Ever since, multiple drivers have claimed to have picked up a young woman in a white dress near the cemetery. She asks to be taken to the ballroom, but when the car reaches the cemetery, she disappears. The details are remarkably consistent across multiple accounts: the white dress, the location, the disappearing act at the cemetery gate. This has led to the theory that Resurrection Mary is what's known as a phantom hitchhiker, a type of ghost that is a global phenomenon. But the most compelling part of her story is the internal conflict it presents for the men who pick her up. There's a subplot to the legend where she doesn't always vanish at the cemetery. Sometimes she'll show up at a bar and dance with a man. They'll have a great time, and he'll drive her home, only to be told by a family member that their daughter, Mary, died years ago. This creates a terrifying psychological whiplash. The man is forced to choose between the logical, sane part of his brain that says he just had a conversation with a living person, and the terrifying reality that he just danced with a ghost. The conflict isn't just with the ghost, it's within himself. It's a struggle between what he knows to be true and what he just experienced.
So, we've taken a look at her tragic beginnings and her timeless journey. But what does the story of Resurrection Mary tell us about ourselves and the power of urban legends? Let's shift gears and look at the reflection of her story in our modern world. If Resurrection Mary appeared to you on the side of the road, would you pick her up? What would you do if she vanished from your car? Tell me your immediate gut reaction in the comments. The legend of Resurrection Mary is a story that refuses to die, much like the ghost herself. She's a permanent fixture of Chicago's folklore, a sad and beautiful reminder of a tragic past. She's a ghost who asks for nothing but a ride, a simple request that has left generations of drivers with a chilling story to tell.
The legend of Resurrection Mary isn't just a scary story to tell around a campfire. It's a tale about tragedy, memory, and the longing for home. She's a ghost who wants nothing more than to finish the journey she started so long ago. And in her endless travel, she reminds us that some roads and some stories never truly end. She's a specter of our past, forever haunting the present, and a testament to the fact that even in death, some people just want to go home. But not all spirits are looking for a ride. Some of them are just looking for a way in. Our next mystery will explore a terrifying and unsettling legend that proves some of the scariest things don't look like monsters at all. They look like lost children. Next time, we're going to dive into the chilling story of the Black-Eyed Children.